Welcome to Nostalgic Necro, and today in the arena we are playing Mono-Black Midrange. We are returning to the source of it all because the very first video that I ever posted on this channel was me playing Mono-Black Midrange, and I spoke about how Unholy Annex is my favorite card in Standard. And it's funny, I got into a conversation with Wayne Reed in the comments the other day, and he said to me, you always say that Unholy Annex is your favorite card, but all I ever see you do is play Arden. What's going on here? Have you changed allegiance? And the answer is no, it is still my favorite card in Standard. I've just been a little bit off Mono-Black Midrange for a while, just because the Azorius and Jeskai artifacts decks are so strong, and I felt like we'd have a pretty poor matchup there. But about a week ago, I think, Aboji MTG played Mono-Black Midrange on his channel, and I saw it do very well, and I thought to myself, he also beat the artifacts deck, I think, in one game, and I thought to myself, hey, you know, this actually looks fun, this actually looks viable, I'm gonna jump back into it. Now, for me personally, I don't really love the other demons, and this has been one of the reasons that I've not been playing Mono-Black Midrange. We lost the Archfiend of the Dross, which is a card that I thought worked really well with this deck. We just don't really have a great replacement. I don't personally love Demon Wall. I don't personally love Rot Curse Rakshasa. If I had to pick one, I would go for Demon Wall, because Rot Curse, when you don't have Unholy Annex, if you're playing against Mono Red, the fact that it can't block can just kill you. But today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm going to talk about it in a second. But before I do, I just want to emphasize, this is going to be my last Standard best of one video before my vacation. So if you've been enjoying the content, thank you so much for your support and stuff like that. However, there is one more video coming out. It won't be best of one Standard though. It's a different format. It'll be coming out on Monday morning, I think, in the US time. So yeah, it'll kind of be like as per my regular schedule, but it won't be best of one. So if you only love best of one, this is where we have to say goodbye for a little while. I'll be back in early November, but if you do like other formats, then stick around for that last video, and of course I'll say goodbye also properly there as well. So yeah, basically what we're doing today, Mono-Black Midrange, of course powered by Unholy Annex. This is our draw engine and also a win con if we can get demons on the battlefield. And of course we have the Bloodletter of Aclazotz. Perhaps our most powerful demon, doubles the amount of damage that the opponent is dealt on their turn, and it combos really well with the Unstoppable Slasher to kill them in one turn if you can get into combat damage with this, while the Aclazotz is on the field. And then, you know, the deck has got its disruption package with Duress and the Bat, really good against control, and it's got its removal package, nowhere to run, very good against mono green landfall, gets around their hexproof. I like Feed the Swarm now because it just is another way to deal with enchantments. Of course, you have to take some damage, which isn't ideal, but hey, you know, it's the price you pay in black in order to be able to deal with that. And then Bitter Triumph is the other removal spell. It can take out planeswalkers and creatures, which is why I like it. But the reason it's in here is actually for somewhat of a different reason. It's actually because I'm trying to sprinkle in a little bit of Reanimate into this deck. Of course, when Reed is right, I do really love Arden now, and Arden does the whole reanimation thing. It's something I do like. I thought, let's try something interesting like that. So the whole idea is I've put in this Bitter Triumph because it's very good removal, and the idea is I want to try and discard Valgavoth with it. So I've only added 2 because we don't have that many reliable ways to discard right now. So this is not the main strategy. The main strategy is just the demon strategy, but this is just another way we're going to maybe try apply pressure on our opponents. If this situation arises, we're going to discard the Valgavoth to the Bitter Triumph, and then we have this demon. I know that Yoda, who has contributed in the past to this channel, always says that this is the best demon in Standard, and I wanted to give it a real shot. This demon is kind of like a demon, and it's a reanimation spell at the same time, so I thought it would synergize pretty well with this deck. Exile target creature card from a graveyard that was put there this turn, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a nightmare. So we want to try and reanimate the Valgavoth, but if not, we can also just kill some of the other stuff and then try to reanimate it or get stuff from our opponent's graveyard as well. So that's the other way that we can use this card. And again, it is a demon, so is Valgavoth, so it powers up pretty well with the Annex. And then what else is there? Yeah, there's the Archenemy's Charm, very flexible. Exile, you can just return stuff from your graveyard, or you can put 1/1 counters and give your creature lifelink until end of turn. I really like this card. And then we have the Soulstone Sanctuary that can power up, and because it's of all types, it becomes a demon as well. Very good with the Unholy Annex. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're getting back to the source of it all. And as always, I may be in the Nostalgic Necro, but I'm putting my nostalgia aside. It's been too long since I played my favorite card in Standard, Unholy Annex. Let's find out how it does for us in the arena today. Okay, Mono-Black Midrange with the best demon maybe? I don't know, it could be. We're gonna find out today if that is the best demon. Who goes first? red. Do we have a good matchup against red? Not with removal that kills us too. Damn, that's rough. Okay, we're definitely on the defensive here. Removal, removal. Another lava runner. So they've gone pretty wide here. That's kind of sad. We'll try to know where to run whatever they do. They need to get 2 or more instants or sorceries. The opponent pumps. I never know whether to do that. Let it attack in or just try to get the pump out of the opponent. It does... If they do pump and you can kill it, you do get a nice advantage there. But then you have to take that extra bit of damage, you know? And there's 3 mana. Bolt Wave. Shino Pyromancer. Oh boy, down to 10 here. There's our favorite demon. Much better if we were on the play with that though. So we play out a blocker. I think we try survive this turn. I mean, if we kill their stuff, we take damage and we're dead anyways. Let's try survive this turn with this blocker. Maybe we can put lifelink on it next turn and gain life. That'll be pretty good. Okay. I think you can't afford to lose the slasher. I'd love to block this, but I don't think we can afford to lose slasher here. Have to, because if we block this and they can just power it up, they go for burst lightning face. Down to 1. Oh boy. So if we only had Aclazotz. Okay, so if we go for the arch enemy's charm, we can put 2, so we can gain 4, but the opponent's hitting us for 6. Oh man. I think we're gonna have to try and block. We have to have the top deck land and then we block. Put 2/1/1 counters on you and hope that you just top deck land. Okay, down to 1. Does the opponent have burn? That burn, we would have seen it, right? Okay. Okay. Let's have a look at this hand, shall we? Oh man, this Abyssal Harvester. Okay, let's get this life linker down. This game is ridiculous. It was land, as I expected. I think we have to attack here, right? We don't attack... Do we hold back? Because if they just draw any burn wood, I think we have to attack and just... You gotta try win quickly, right? Gotta try win next turn, hope that they just top deck another land here. If they top deck a creature, we're also in trouble. Okay, block. Let's see how bad it is. We draw another slasher. Oh, we can't use this because we lose life. Well, we're attacking again. Getting down the opponent down to 2. Ah! Okay. Well, we've done our best here to stay in this game. I think opponent will most likely either get a creature or burn or something. Yeah, okay. Man, we stuck in there. I think that was, you know, under the circumstances, I'm pretty happy with the way that I played that game. Oh, that was fun. Okay, in the last game, oh man, mono red, we were on the draw. We almost did it, but we would have needed them to top deck 2 lands in a row. On the draw again, come on. Opponent goes first. Keep this hand, 3 lands. Got the bat, got some removal. Duress. Damn, we lose the Annex. That's so rough. Oh man. Turn 1 Duress, take out Annex is really, really rough. And then plays the Soulstone Sanctuary. Let's go out for the bat here, see what opponent's up to. Got a feeling this bat's gonna die real quick. Ah, okay, they're control of some sort. I guess you take this. Yeah, this looks like it might be Ketramose, right? I've learned how to identify Ketramose. They got the Cease, they got the Deadly Cover-Up. Yeah, I think it's Ketramose. But we're gonna have to hold those arch enemies' charms for the Ketramose for sure if we find them. Duresses. They take a bit of Triumph. That's okay. I don't think it's the most relevant card. Yeah, another land. Oh, come on, game. That is really bad. They take our Annex and then we just draw land. Another Duress? Dude. Please stop taking all my stuff like that. Okay, that's good. Opponent's stuck on land, so I think we go aggressive. Yeah, I think we have to go aggressive here. Try to hit them next turn. Hope they get stuck on land. Next turn, go for the Soulstone Sanctuary play. Obviously, if they hit land, we're just going to be in a lot of trouble. Do they have removal for my Aclazotz? It looks like it. They have the Feed the Cycle. Arch Enemy's Charm is really nice. I think we have to use that. I don't think we can wait for Ketramose here. It's a bit slow though. Let's do this. Just keep hitting them. We can use this to get stuff back from our graveyard. Anything that they don't exile. And plays an Unholy Annex of their own. Okay, they get taking damage. That's good. Oof, that's really nice. Really, really nice. Just max damage here. Yeah, max damage. Okay, opponent won't have a sweeper unless they have Day of Judgment, which they might play, but this deck does prefer Deadly Cover-Up. It also need a land. They did draw with the Annex, but we get the win there. Okay, very unlucky for the opponent. They obviously got completely mana screwed there, and we were lucky. But I think even in that situation, like realizing, for example, that you should just apply pressure and hope that they don't draw land versus holding back in case they do draw land is kind of a decision you have to make based on the board state. Okay, getting a win against the Ketramose deck that didn't find Ketramose or lands. I'll take it because the first game was a loss, so it's nice to get a win. We go first. Okay, so yeah, Valgavoth is in here because my hope is to reanimate it with the demon. So the idea is you kind of use Bitter Triumph to discard Valgavoth and then maybe you reanimate it. Something like that. I don't know if it's the best idea, but it's kind of what I wanted to test. What is this? Whenever an enchantment you control enters scry 1. This can take out an enchantment. Let's hold this. We can take out Sheltered by Ghosts, for example, next turn, if that's what they go for. Not really sure what they're up to here. Create a 1/1. This is a pretty go-wide deck. We're going to struggle a little bit, I think, against them. That go-wide strategy is a problem for us. So we're never going to get through with the Slasher, right? And we can use it to apply pressure on them, but I just think they're going to have so many 1/1s. Whenever you unlock this door, put a 1/1 count on each of one target creatures. Okay. They hold back because of Slasher. So, they clearly have something like Entity Tracker. Otherwise, why would they be holding up the mana? I mean, they're never going to take this damage. There's no point playing Aclazotz because there's no point doing this because I think they anyway will chump block. I'd be very surprised if they don't. So maybe you first see what they're up to here. They got some trick. Maybe we can stop it. Okay. That's fine. We can just kill this and try to know where to run the entity tracker, which I think is going to come down. Let's try this. I think they've got entity tracker, so I think they're going to play entity tracker now. Or at end of turn. I'll be surprised if nothing happens right now. They held up 3 mana for something, right? Okay, entity tracker, and we can hit that with a nowhere to run. So now, I'm hoping that the opponent can only play 1 creature, or no creatures I should say, and then we can hopefully get in with the Aclazotz win, but it's unlikely. But sometimes this deck does struggle. It does struggle to hit its creatures. Oh yeah, okay. See, I've played with this deck before, the Azorius Enchantments, and there are situations where you've got your hand is just stacked with auras and stuff like that, but you don't have any creatures to put it on, and that's what kind of I was banking on there, so it kind of paid off, which is pretty cool. Okay, oof, yeah, that was awesome. That was a cool game. I took a little bit of a calculated gamble there. And that's the thing, you know, I think one advantage you do get from playing a diverse range of decks, which is something that I've had to do as I've tried to become, you know, more of a content creator. Like you do go, oh, I've been in that situation from the other side. It kind of helps to kind of anticipate what your opponent might be up to, I think. I hope so. I hope so. Okay, was this even a good hand to keep? I wasn't even really concentrating. I think it's okay to keep. Again, Valgavoth is kind of there to be discarded to the Bitter Triumph so that we can reanimate it maybe with the demon. What's the name of that demon? Forget the name. The reanimating demon. Okay, Zoro 91. Plays white. Very slowly plays white. And okay, it's Lifegain. We can have a good matchup against Lifegain. Not always, but we can. We prefer when they don't go wide like this, though, to be honest, because once they go wide like this, it is harder for us to deal with it. We want to kill their, like, you know, 1 creature that they play every turn. So definitely a good start for them here against us, getting down all those creatures. So I think you go for the slash here because they can't attack through it. Duress is pretty useless against them. We only have 1 more removal in hand. Let's try use it to take out something significant. So Slasher can just hold them back a little bit. They may have sheltered by ghosts. Okay, again, not great. The go wide is not what we want to see here. They have Essence Channeler, so that's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Bat. There's no point killing this. So what I think you go. It's just Duress. You see, they might have something like Shelter by Ghosts in hand. They do, and they have a Healer's Hawk. So, yeah, this is actually something I learned from Swayze. Let's see if it helps us. Sorry, I'll say in a second. I don't think we attack here. I always go straight for the Essence Channeler. Oh man, they got another creature, damn. I always go straight for the Essence Channeler, but it's not always a good play. We do have the way to exile this if we're lucky and we draw it. And anyway, transfers its counters to something else. So there's no real point killing it, I guess. I guess the one point is that it just got absolutely huge. Okay, maybe there was a point. Because had I killed it, it wouldn't have gotten this big. Because whatever you put the counters on at least stays at that size. So that's something I need to think about. Okay, what do you do now? Can't attack with you. I think we just, well, not you. We just attack here and see if they want to block. think we have to put pressure on them. If they block the Essence Channeler... Ooh, okay, they want to put all those counters on the Heater's Hawk. And we have the removal in hand. That's really good. I like what the opponent was thinking there, because they saw the opportunity to get in with a 7/7 flyer. But we had removal. Authority of Consoles. Not ideal, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Ooh. You know what? Because of Authority of Consoles, they might... Let's see if we can bait them into the attack. You know, if this didn't come in tapped, they wouldn't be able to attack through. But if they draw land, and now they'll just attack all through. Oh, they get Essence Channeler. Damn. Okay, if they top deck land, then we might have been able to sneak the win. So, we have to get down Aclazotz. It comes down tapped, and we have to attack. They have to block with the Essence Channeler. Well, we have to do this, right? Do we attack with a bat? Or are we blocking with a bat? I think we're not blocking with a bat, right? Okay. So... Oof, maybe I should have blocked with a bat. Whoops. Can they kill me now? No, they can't kill me. Okay, okay. I forgot that. Okay, it puts the counters on, but we still have 13 life. We're okay. Our situation here is not the worst thing in the world, actually. We can hold back the Slasher as a blocker and attack in the air with the Aclazotz and the bats. We might be okay here. Let's see. They have to top deck pretty well. Let's see what happens. This Valgavoth so far is pretty useless. Kind of regretting that, but it is what it is. That's the deck we're going with today. Opponent's thinking. Goes for combat. Just attacks with 1. Yeah, that makes sense, because they are worried about us hitting them with a slash. If we draw removal, we can... They're thinking if we have removal in hand and we draw removal, we can kill both their things and then get in with a win. So they got to hold 2 back here. Okay. So attack. If we attack with this, we force them to block. Then they can hit us for 6 on the way back. And we gain 1 life here. I think this is fine. They have to block. We gain 1 life. They can't kill us. Okay. Tell you what, our situation here is not terrible. Not terrible at all. I don't think they can hit us for 8. And they have to block our stuff every turn. Oh, they drew Sheltered by Ghosts. Oh, no. Down to 1. Oh, no. Oh, I think we just lost the game with that. They drew Sheltered by Ghosts. Oh, no. They have raised the past. Okay. Let me just think. So, sorry opponent, I'm thinking. I can't attack. If I attack with you, I gain 1 life. Then we have to block you with you, and we take another one from the Sanctifier. Okay. Opponent does attack with both, so we have to block you to not die. Opponent's on 41 life here. We don't draw removal. Ah, man. If we drew removal... removal. it might have been enough, but hold on, we can... Is there anything we can do? No, because we block, and we take 1. Oh wait, we can block with you. Attack. End the turn here. We can block you with you and you with this, and then this hits us only for 1. Trying to get better at my maths here. Attack here in the air. Let's gain that life. Run like a bat. Okay, but they can't kill us with it. We're okay. Got 2 blockers here. So we're fine. My word, land. Oh, we can actually attack with this. Oops, I forgot this has vigilance. We have to block with you. And you, because the Soulstone Sanctuary has vigilance. I think opponents should just eat the damage. I mean, they got so much life. Yeah, I think they should just eat it, because why lose a good board state, you know? Okay, I don't know why the opponent went for the block there, to be absolutely honest. I think they should have... They got so much life, they can take a couple of halvings and still be fine. Ooh, second Ruin Lurker is a problem. That does change the equation. I'm not ready to give them this Healer's Hawk back. We got 8 mana. 1 more mana and we actually get Valgavoth. Oh, we're gonna hardcast Valgavoth here? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's insane. I think we're fine now. Okay, I think we can again do this and this. Opponent might block with the Sanctifier. I don't think opponent's expecting this Valgavoth to hit them. Opponent's thinking, yeah, this has been a fantastic game, a real battle. Man, and this is what I love about Mono-Black Midrange. There's the potential for these absolute battles sometimes. Okay. So we do this, and then play Valgavoth. And, oh, it comes in tapped, I forgot, but we're okay. Jeez, I completely forgot about that. It comes in tapped, oh my god. Okay. I'm like, we have this amazing blocker. But it comes in tapped. Okay. I think we're still okay. We kept the bat back. It's fine. Now we have to actually block here. Yeah. Okay, we have to block. But now we have a massive Valgavoth. So we're about to get this big swing in life, which will take us out of the range of all these irritating things. Okay, I think we go attack. Attack. We want to keep applying pressure on their life total. Do we just attack with you also? Because we're going to gain so much life. I think this is okay. And it's got some interaction. What do they have? They've sacrificed the Ajani. Cool. Huge swing in life total. Okay. Half their life. Authority of Consoles, we must remember that. Brings things down tapped. But now we're on 11, so I think we can just do this. I don't think this is arrogant. I think this is okay. I mean, we got... They can't deal that much damage in one turn. We're okay here. Scry, don't need your rest. Although I guess We know that they play Raise the Past, so actually maybe holding that Duress would have actually been a good thing. Okay, we get the win there. I know they only had 3 land, but I was thinking that is the one card that they could maybe play and get the win. That was an insane, insane game, and it's one of the reasons why I love Mono-Black Midrange. You can just grind these games out, and it's so cool when that happens with Mono-Black Midrange. You get into these like long games where like each opponent's like trying to outmaneuver the other, and it really is very, very fun. Why haven't I been playing it? I should have been. Ooh, baby, that game against Mono Lifegain, that was a real battle. Let's hope for another insane game like that, or maybe not. Maybe a calmer game. Now, how about a straightforward win? I'll take that. Opponent goes first. Have I been on a draw a lot today, or is that just my imagination? You know, like sometimes you kind of lose track. Duress. Case of the Stashed. Momentum Breaker. Dark Knight Greatsword. Pay 3 life to equip it. We'll take this. They have no creature to equip it on now. They play the Momentum Break. I'm actually pretty happy about that. I think it has to be you, unfortunately. As much as I like you, Abyssal Harvester, I think our best chance of winning here is quick, and that means we want to kill a creature if they play it now. Get down Slasher. Maybe try win with the Bloodletter. I think if you have an opportunity to go for a quick win, maybe a good thing is to take it. Okay, that's not ideal. It's okay, actually. Oh, it gets -7/-7 where X is your life total. Gotta remember this. Okay. Play Slasher here. I don't have the Momentum Breaker. Do they have another way of killing Slasher here? Let's hope not. They go for the color. They equip. They move it to the color. Ooh, clever. Clever by the opponent. Maximize damage. I don't think we need to block this. Let's hope for a land and then we can start applying pressure on them. So now they have to block this. Oh, they can, wait, they can only activate this as a sorcery? Wait, could they have activated it then and blocked with the Slasher? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not too familiar. Okay. And they have Pickpocket. Damn, so they've got 3 blockers here. That's pretty bad. I'd prefer them to have only had 1, then we could have Bitter Triumphed it. Opponent's trying to figure out where they want to put this thing. They want to put it maybe on Tiny Bones. Oh no, they're going to have to put it on you. You're the only thing that has haste, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, we're going to win, right? Because this can't block. So let's see if opponent actually attacks. They cleverly realize that they shouldn't attack there. So I think we just attack all in here. Force them to block with either Tiny Bones or the color. I think that's fine. And then we can Bitter Triumph whatever they try to put this thing on. And try to get in with the Aclazotz win, even though it's not exactly lethal, is it? But they like dealing damage to themselves with color and this thing. So they could lose 5 life this turn. So that's pretty good. They've got this. Okay, I actually keep forgetting about this. They are thinking about what to equip it on. They crew. See what they attack with. They attack with everything. So we just kill... We don't want them getting a creature from our graveyard, right? So we just do this. They're attacking for 7, 8, 9. So I think we can just pay 3 life and kill the tiny bones. I hope I'm not missing something. Because next turn we can Aclazotz and get in for the win. They can gain life with this, but it won't be enough, or is it? Oh my word, I actually didn't think about this. They can gain life with this. They gain 3 life with this. So they go up to 9. Hold on. So if we... Oh, and we have to block this. This is crew 2. Oh my word, are we just dead here? If we do this, it's 2 twice, so it's 8. It's 8, and then they sack that and they gain 1, and next turn... I think they can kill us. Wow. Sorry, opponent, I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose if we don't do this. So we have to kill this thing, and then we block whatever they play. I'm pretty sure that we wouldn't have won. Someone will tell me in the comments if I've made a huge mistake here. But they would have gained 3 life here. Putting it up to 9, we would have attacked, got them down to 1. And then just lost. So we have to hold up a blocker here and hope that they can't find another creature to crew. Oh boy, I was feeling a lot more confident for this game until I realized that this thing came online. This is a very good card, I'm just realizing for the first time. The Last Ride. Do they have another creature? I think if they do, we're just dead. Bloodghast, it's got haste. Yeah, we're just dead. Damn, nice opponent. Well done. They are thinking about crewing stuff, but it won't matter. Because, yeah, they're thinking maybe that we have the removal, but we don't. Wow. Nice win by the opponent there, really. I was pretty comfortable at one point, and then they just kind of found a way to overpower us. Damn, that was rough. Okay, despite the reason I wanted to play today was to play more with Unholy Annex. Have I even played it once? I don't think so. I think the opponent just took it out of my hand in that one game, and that was it. Maybe we can get it down in this game. Blue. Chances of doing that just went down a little bit, because they will probably have lots of removal. I mean, counters and stuff like that. But we do have duress, so we can kind of try and set it up for that. Oh, great. Just great. Oof, boy, I think we are in trouble here. I don't think we have the best matchup against this deck. They play the Paw Patch. It really makes our removal bad. We have 2 dead cards against them. Yeah, this is really bad. We will try though. Another Unholy Annex. Now I'm drawing too many of them. Oh boy. A bit of triumph something. Does the opponent actually have another land, or are they stuck on land? They seem to be stuck on land. I'm going to kill whatever they try to use the map token on to prevent them from finding land. I feel like that's our best shot here. If they put it on the Paw Patch, I'll be really happy. So I want to kill that. I do think we have to try and take this out. And I think I'm happy to discard the duress. I don't actually know if they do play this kind of stuff, but I think our best shot here is preventing them from hitting their land drops. Trying to get a 6/6 demon in the way. Abyssal Harvester is a demon, and it can block this 2/1. Go for this Harvester, see if they want to trade for it. And maybe if they don't, then we just get down the Annex. It's not the worst thing. Okay, opponent found land. If I can kill this, I will. Opponent holds back. Okay. Well, it might be a bit too little too late, because now they did find that 3rd source of mana. We do not attack. We want our demon to start gaining us some life here. Bat could be relevant. We have to take this Enduring Curiosity out their hand. That's really crucial. Opponent goes for an all-in attack this time. We don't block. We don't block, we don't block, we don't block. Play land. I think we have to get this out their hand. If they start getting that kind of card advantage, we're toast. But also, oof, they've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're gonna have to take a gamble. Yeah. We're gonna have to take a gamble here that they don't draw land. Try hold back with this 6/6. We can hit them in the air for 12. Opponent goes for a map token. They're getting really mana screwed here. They can't find it. They have to bin this Floodpit's Drowner, which is a card they would absolutely love to get rid of the 6/6 demon. Opponent, I don't think, can attack. They decide to attack. They want another map token. That's how desperate they are for land. Is this only as a... Wait. Can we... Exile accepts a nightmare. We can do this at instant speed. So that dies. Can we take this thing from them? Oh boy, I think we got very lucky that opponent got mana screwed here. They're gonna get this... They just can't find land. Oh boy. I think we can do this. Oh. Exile target creature card from a graveyard that was put there this turn. Oh, all these things were put there this turn because they didn't come from the battlefield. Oh, what do I want here? What do I want? This is not great for me. Map token, Floodpit's Drowner. I can get rid of one of their creatures. Oh, but it's only if you have blue. We don't have blue, so we can't actually do the whole thing. Okay, so we'll just take this. Create a map token here. That's very good. Okay, let me just think. Opponent scoops. Oh man, I feel so sorry for the opponent there. How many hits did they have at land and they just couldn't find it? If they'd gotten that land and hit that Enduring Curiosity and started drawing cards that turn before when we got our 6/6 demon down, they would have gone absolutely nuts. We were very lucky to have stalled them for that long. Welcome back. I put my nostalgia aside because I wanted to play with Unholy Annex one more time before my vacation. It's actually been too long since I've played it. I should have probably been playing this card more because I had a real blast in the arena today with it. And honestly, when I'm playing this deck, I don't even really keep track of whether I'm winning or losing. It almost feels irrelevant to me because I'm just having fun playing with my favorite cards and stuff like that, and it really brings out that childlike enjoyment for me personally. So yeah, I had a really good time with it and I had a lot of fun. And you know, I think in the gameplay today we got a little bit lucky against that Ketramose deck and the Simic Ouroboroid, I think it was. The opponent got kind of mana screwed, but I think there is still some lessons to be learned there. I think the strategy is when you see your opponent in that situation, if you can be as aggressive as possible and whittle them down. You saw against the Ketramose deck, they could have maybe drawn 2 lands in a row and then swept us or something like that, and then we might have lost the game. But I thought, let's take full advantage of the situation and just beat them down and try to apply as much pressure as possible. And same thing with Simic, you know, take out their elves, take out anything that they target with a map token, just to prevent them from hitting those land drops that you can keep applying pressure on them. I think that's a good general strategy to take advantage of your opponent's bad luck there if you're a cruel Magic player like that. But yeah, then the other thing is, with regards to the demon package, is Abyssal Harvester actually the best demon? I think personally it's my favorite. I just don't really love Demon Wall. I don't really love Rakshasa. And for me, look, this is kind of like not as good as a blocker, of course, as the Demon Wall, because this thing does die to things like shock and stuff like that, so it's more vulnerable in that scenario. And of course, it's not as aggressive as the Rodcast Rakshasa that can hit for a tremendous amount of damage if you have the Bloodletting of Aclazotz. So to me, this is maybe like more of a middle ground. Yeah, it's not as good a blocker, it's not as aggressive as the Rakshasa, it is 1 mana more, but it's still a demon, and the upside of getting a creature from a graveyard is very, very high. Obviously, it must have been put there this turn, which just means that you have to maybe learn a little bit how to play with this card. I'd be pretty keen to try with this card more, continue with it over the Demon War or the Rodcast Rakshasa, and play a couple more games and see how it goes. Would I actually include Valgavoth, the Terror Eater? Not really, probably. I think the problem that I currently have is that there's not enough reliable ways to discard this. I know we managed to hard cast it in that one game against Mono-White Lifegain, but that was really, you know, lucky. I don't think you're going to get to 9 mana in most matchups. But I think with only having 4 sources of discard now that we don't have Liliana, it's probably not the most reliable strategy. So maybe you cut these out, maybe you go for another Abyssal Harvester and more removal or something like that, and then your goal is to just reanimate your opponent's stuff and you don't try to do the whole Valgavoth thing. But yeah, that's the gameplay for today, and I do hope you enjoyed it. And again, thank you so much. For those of you who are only interested in best of one, this will be the last best of one video before my vacation. And you know, I will be back though. When I'm back, we're going to pick up where we left off. So stay tuned and consider subscribing, because there's going to be more nostalgic Necro coming soon.